Welcome back, everybody, to Hanging. I am one of your hosts this evening. I am Larry, aka Blue Man Rule, joined as usual by my main damies to my left and my right, Mike, aka Scarfinger,
And gang.
and Chase, aka Crucial Chase. There it is. And we are back in your ears again with another listener recommended track. This one will be called The Islander, and it is by our ever popular band Nightwish. So none of us have heard it yet. So this is going to be something new to us. So I hope you enjoy. Let us know, and we'll try to jump in and I guess intersperse our feedback. So all right, Chase, fire it up, player.
Joo, kyllä tää näyttää aika viihdyttävältä.
Hey, it's one of those double joints.
Kuka?
It's not like it's two guitars. That's a bass at the top.
Tää on vakava tilanne. Täällä on 20 000 ihmistä ja risat. Ja sitten tässä on yksi mies ja kitara. Ja muut kurmet, luikerot veti itsensä tuonne taaksepäin ja jättää minut tänne viihdyttämään itsekseen tällaista laumaa. Paras keksiä jotain. Vai? Okei, näin se meni.
I don't think I've ever seen one with a bass.
No man by a seashore at the end of day gazes the horizon with sea wind in his face. Tempest or silent, seasons all the same. Anchorage and painted and a ship without a name.
How hard that is to sing in not your native language.
For the vanished one unheard, lightens the beacon light at the end of the world, showing their way.
Sounds very sea shanty-ish right now.
Reminds me of maybe a Scottish local song. What do they call those?
Folk songs? Like a folk song?
Thank you. I was thinking a local song. Folk song was the term I was looking for, but it has that. It kind of has that ding, ding, ding. It kind of has that
Yeah,
that
I was.
rhythmic.
Yeah, I was trying to cut in, but like I was muted. I muted myself. but anyway, I have seen the bass and the guitar together because I do listen to there's a doom experimental. I don't even know what the fuck to call them because they're all over the place. Boris, they're from Japan, and they're a three-piece, and the bassist plays guitar too, and he plays a double like that.
Okay.
And
that's tight.
I know I've seen the ones with a larger guitar and a shorter guitar underneath. I've even seen ones with three.
Yes, normally like a 12-string and a 6-string.
Right.
But
really.
But yeah, this so far seems closer to what's considered folk metal, or like right now it's just kind of, it doesn't really have the metal part yet, but
right, just folksy, yeah.
Because when I first heard of folk metal, I assumed as an American that it was going to be like, you know, kind of like Bob Dylan-ish, but with metal. But then normally it's more European folk, like.
Right, exactly.
But
where they're from, but
I dig a lot of folk metal though. It's pretty good. Like there's a band I listen to called Over, but they're not always folk. They only have one folk metal album. Actually, they have one album of pretty much every genre you can think of. But they're great. I'll bring them to the table at some point. But
for sure. But mad props to they were yelling Marco at the beginning, so I believe this is Marco. So mad props to Marco for dual languages, man. Like y'all just saw it. He was speaking another language before he started singing, and now he's singing in English. So let's go. Damn, that's what's up.
Eli jos mä soitan sen kertosäkeen, niin te varmaan laulatte mukana.
They stopped translating.
They did.
Okei, sit se vedetään. This is for long forgotten light at the end of the world. Horizon
They really know this song.
crying the tears he left behind long ago.
It doesn't have a bad.
I feel like The Witcher. That feels like Dandelion and The Witcher right there.
Yeah, absolutely does.
I was muted
The
again.
albatross is flying, making
Before we got into the next part, I was saying that guitar has some great tone. Like
It really
it's
does, yeah.
very full.
And he hit a couple of those licks that you only kind of hear with Metallica. That bing, 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 bing,
Yeah.
and he was hitting those, and I was like, that sounds like some Kirk Hammett shit. But yeah. I mean, I don't listen to a lot of metal, so like that's where I go when I hear something like that. So
Yeah.
don't come at me, bro. Like that's just.
That's
just your box of reference. That's just your reference box. That's all.
That's kind of like we're listening to the hardcore song. You're like Blink 182, and I'm like, there's more punk than Blink 182, man. But
Yeah, I mean,
it's your reference. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
him daydream. Time before he became one of the worlds and sea. Princess in the tower, children in the fields. Life gave him it all, and now I know the universe. Now his love's a memory, ghost in the fog. Sits the sails from last and saying farewell to the world. Anchor to the water, I see.
He should have had his bodies made to look like hammers because he looks like Thor.
And a smile beneath his brow. This is for long forgotten.
Does he look like retired Thor?
Light at the end of the world. Horizon crying. The tears he left behind long ago.
Here we go. Wow, when they join him, he looks really happy that he's not there by himself anymore. I like that this is a much simpler song than the first one.
I'm really digging this. Like whatever album this is from, I want to hear more from that album.
Yes. This is going over much better than the first one. I think the first one, and people mentioned it in the comments that might not have been the introduction that we really wanted to have. But this one is a much simpler song, and like I feel this a lot more than I felt the other song.
Well, this is closer to things that I generally like. Like even outside of metal, like I do listen to a lot of folk music, and I mean American folk and European folk, or things that are inspired by that, But
don't want to call it the wrong thing.
Well, I mean I'm not listening to like things recorded in like the 1800s, you know what I mean? But
right.
So, but yeah, I'm digging it. I love the flute.
Yeah. I was wondering, like, do I call that a flute, or it looks like a really long recorder? Like, I don't know. I didn't know what to say, but since you said flute, we're going flute.
It sounds like I don't know much about
my bad.
wind instruments. Yeah, he had it muted, but I don't know much about wind instruments. But it sounds like a pan flute. Of what?
Yeah, I didn't know if it was a wooden flute or that's what I said earlier was wood flute, but I guess you guys didn't hear me because I forgot I was muted. But I did say wood flute earlier because that's what it sounded like when that new instrument came in, and so but no, it does. But when they zoomed in on it, it didn't look like it was wood. However, sounds fantastic though. It does add a very nice element there, and then This is track 10 off of Dark Passion Play. That's the name of the album.
Okay.
It absolutely sounds like it belongs on the soundtrack to The Witcher.
Right. It sure does. Yep. All right, keep going, Chase.
Which is a great soundtrack. I mean, I listen to that sound.
Oh, for sure.
I used the Witcher soundtrack for one of my D&D campaigns.
Nice.
Because it was perfect.
Yes.
But anyway, let's keep going.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. So long ago.
It looks metal. It doesn't look wooden.
So long ago. So long
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I dig it. Like, I mean, before we started recording, I was apprehensive to doing more Nightwish because it's normally not our cup of tea. But I'm glad we did.
Yeah. It was really good, man. I really liked it. It was mellow. It was laid back. Had a good feel. You could. I think it resonated, and yeah, man, it was pretty darn good, man.
No,
It
and
was
I
pretty
looked
darn
it up.
good.
I looked it up, and your man's Marco. He's not. He's not in the band anymore, but he's still here.
Okay.
Oh, okay, good.
Because when we were kind of looking, it seemed like they were like it was kind of a mournful tone of some of the comments.
Like an in
Yeah.
memoriam of Marco. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they were
no,
like,
no,
okay, hold on.
No, he's still here. He left in January of 21, so we good.
Yeah, because it has
Right.
like things like was and it had language that seemed like he might have passed away, but good news, he did not.
He's still here.
Which is cool. He
But-
seems like a cool dude. Like I'd like to hang
He
out
does.
with Marco.
I do too, man. He be chilling, man. He got some good pipes on him too, man. I ain't mad at him at all, for real.
Yeah, I think we had a successful Nightwish video.
Man, we did. We had a successful Nightwish video. As you can tell, we were all pretty positive on it. But please let us know what you thought. Leave your ideas, your thoughts, your opinions on The Islander by Nightwish down in the comments below. Do the things. Like, share, subscribe.
No more Nightwish suggestions. We have a ton.
We
of Nightwish.
have. Of
We
the
have
list we have, Nightwish is literally way too
80%
many to
of the
count.
list.
It's like
80% of the
85% of the list.
So
It literally is.
Yeah,
So,
little inside behind of how we did this. There was so many Nightwish videos. We just hit shuffle on the Nightwish, and this is the one that we came up with because we didn't know where to start.
right.
So the shuffle ended up on something we liked a lot. So that was
Right.
Right.
Right. So there you all go. But hey, so that's how we got in on this thing. But I will tell you, let us know what you think. We'll be back in your ears and in front of your eyeballs here very, very soon. So thank you so much for tuning in, checking us out. When Chase, hit us and tell us when the live premieres are again.
They premiere every Wednesday and Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time.
On the YouTube channel. So check us out. But everybody, thank you so much for watching and listening. Peace out to the Warriors, y'all.
Later.